Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. Thank you for taking your time to tune in and participate. So this video came off of a comment where someone wanted to know, how do I personally interact with my tenants after hours and how do I socialize with them? So if you are an on-site or if you have management experience and you would like to share your roles in how you interact with your tenants outside of work, please go ahead and leave it in the comments below, since our intention is to help people here. People looking for this video will find it helpful, so thank you in advance for sharing. If you guys want to ask me anything that you're not comfortable leaving in the comments below, or even suggestions for videos, if you want to send it to me directly, you can put it in the comments, or you can email it to me at apartmentmanagertips@gmail.com. So I do not mix business and pleasure. That is a rule. My grandpa was a business person and he hard instilled that in my mind. Do not mix business and pleasure. So no, I do not interact with my tenants outside of the office. So of course, you know, hey, how's it going? Is your daughter feeling better? Did she get her cast off? You know, pleasantries, niceties, absolutely, it's a must. However, if they want to know, am I married? You know, yeah, okay, I might disclose to them, no, I'm not married. But I don't really like, you know, if a tenant asks me, for instance, you know, me and my daughter's father, we split 50-50 custody. So I've had a tenant ask me, hey, why aren't you with him? If I'm in my office, I feel that's so inappropriate. I would never ask one of my tenants a personal question like that, and I don't feel it's appropriate for them to ask it to me. However, in the effort of always remaining professional, you know, I would just kind of jokingly say something to them, but not answer the question. So hopefully, you know, I would be vague, and hopefully they would get the hint that that's not something I'm willing to discuss. Outside of my tenants, again, you know, I'll say good morning, how's it going? But I try not to have family and friends come over to my place either. And that's just because I've learned the hard way on a couple of things. Of course, I always try to be a model tenant. However, people are not opposed to lying, especially when it's in their benefit. So I have had people accuse my friends and family of breaking rules when there might have been cameras to prove otherwise, you know, and so I might be talking to them about, hey, please don't have your music so loud in your car when you're entering the community. Oh, well, your friend always da-da-da-da. You know, so just so that that's not even a channel for them to go through, I don't have my friends and family come over. And it actually dually works as a work balance issue. It gives me more opportunities to escape the property and go out into the real world. But I try not to have my friends and family over. I also keep all of my online profiles private, and I do not add any of my residents. Once I've moved on from a property, I can say out of the thousands of tenants I have, I maybe have 5 of them on my online. And that's just because on a personal level, we really did vibe and they were good people. I've only ever had 1 tenant, maybe 2, and she was a much older woman. She was probably 60 or 70, very nice woman. And I was going through some issues with my mom, you know, and she caught me crying one day. So she asked me about it. And what I loved is that she never disclosed it to any of the other tenants. So that this is the point I'm trying to make in a lot of this is, a lot of the times people, they love to gossip, you know, and what else? Like, dude, the manager, did you hear? You know, so I don't like to give people fuel for their gossip. That doesn't mean they're not going to make it up anyways. However, I tend to just not want to socialize with them, because also, you know, sometimes it makes it hard if I just happen to know, for instance, one of my tenants, this man and this woman were together. They were not married. When they got together, she brought 3 children into the relationship. She ended up leaving him for another man and left her children with him. These legally were not his kids, and he took care of them. And long story short, he ended up surrendering possession of the unit so that I wouldn't evict him, you know. But on a personal level, that really hurt me. I'm a mom. Like, are you kidding me? That woman left her children. Oh my goodness. Like, it was nuts to me. So on a personal level, like, I half-heartedly wanted to invite him or at least these children into my unit. But, you know, you can't be mixing business and pleasure. So, you know, I try to keep business on the forefront so that it's not clouding my judgment. And obviously, if things ever go to court, the last thing you want in question is your judgment. So that's how I look at things like that. Please go ahead and leave your stories, questions, comments below, and let me know what other videos you want, and I'll keep making them. Thank you again for your time, everyone. Have a great day.